Hey guys, welcome to another KJ's tutorial. Today I'm going to show you guys how I make my sublimation masks here. They are super easy to do and they come out so nice and they are so fast. So you're going to need a lint roller, your masks, your sublimation prints, and this is what they end up coming out like. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and hop right in. So I'm going to move the mask out of the way. And I have my heat press here on the side, and you do want to make sure that it's heated up to 400 degrees. Once it's heated, you then can place everything onto the pad, which I will show you in just a second. But while it heats up, you're going to go ahead and take your mask out of the package. You're going to lint roll both sides, and then we're going to go ahead and tape our sublimation prints right onto our masks. So I'm going to go ahead and lint roll them real quick, and then I will be right back. Alright, now that my masks are lint rolled, you want to make sure that you do the back side first and then the front side. If you don't use your lint roller, you will end up with blue little specks all over due to the lint once it's heated. So then you're going to go ahead and take your sub prints that you're going to be using and you're going to lay them on top. You can match them up however you'd like. And then you're going to flip it over and you're going to add 2 pieces of tape to the opposite side since it always hangs over. So then you'll tape them and then we're going to go ahead and move them to the heat press. Okay, so now this is what it looks like once they're taped. So you will need a heat resistant tape. It looks something like this. There's a couple different colors, but you can find them right on Amazon. So this is what it will look like from one side and this is what it looks like on the other. And then we're going to go ahead and make sure our heat press is heated up. So as you can see, the little black in the top left corner, that is my heat press. And we're going to move these out of the way so they don't get heated. And you want to go ahead with a temperature gun. And it is known as a couple different things, but it looks just like this. And you want to make sure that it's actually at 400. So as you can see, it was at 394. I'm going to try it again. All right, so we have to go ahead and bump up our heat a little bit, which will only take a couple of seconds. So now while that is heating up, I'm gonna go ahead and move you guys over to the heat press itself. Okay, so now we're over at the heat press and most of them have this mat as well as little foam underneath. You definitely wanna put a piece of cardstock or something of the sort down because if not, you will get ink onto here because the ink hangs over. Then you're gonna go ahead and lay both of them out completely flat, and this is where if something isn't lined up right, you definitely want to check it and move it around. That one looks good and this one looks good. I kind of just like to push the mask stuff out. This one actually needs to be moved just a little bit. Okay, there we go. Oop, just touch my hand on it. Be very careful because obviously 400 degrees is hot. So you can do 2 at a time depending on the size of your heat press. Some people can even do more. Alright, we're going to check the temperature. And since it wasn't over top, it is dropping a little bit, but not by much. Okay, so that is good. So now we're going to go ahead and push this around. We're going to push it down for 60 seconds and then I will be right back. Okay, it's been 60 seconds. We're gonna go ahead and pop this open, swing it around. So as you can see, they're a little yellow. I don't know if you could tell from your side, but they end up turning a little yellow and you wanna peel them while they are still hot. So be very careful because it is hot. I'm gonna take a little piece of tape off here and pull it up. And this is what it will look like. So as you can see on here, all in here is still colored versus where the ink came out. So that's how you can tell all of your ink came out of your transfer. Okay, so that was one. Here is the second. There's so much color to these. They're so vibrant. And that's it. So again, you want to make sure that your temperature is set to 400 and you press them for 60 seconds. You can fit more on if you want to hang off your loops here. I just don't like to hang the loops off of them, only because then they hang off on the side like this and it takes forever to get those creases out of the end. But that's totally up to you. You can even do them this way and fit 3 or 4 of them on. But again, I'd rather just do 2 at a time because that's what I'm comfortable with. So if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, I'm actually about to press 2 more. So I will press those ones and then come back to show you those ones, just to show you how many different colors you can do. This will be the one that I am doing. So as you can see, it's like green and black. And I'm gonna go ahead and press that one, and then I will be right back. I also wanted to show you guys that I have this one as well, so I'm gonna go ahead and press this one with the other one, just to show you guys what a smaller one looks like as well. I also forgot to mention in the other one, you definitely want to use a Teflon sheet. Awful, and totally forgot it in the last one, and that happens, it's fine. But anything that's over a certain amount of time, if you do forget it, you do have a huge possibility of it burning a lot faster, because this just adds an extra layer of protection. So I'm going to go ahead and press this with this one, and then I'll be right back. Alright, the 60 seconds are up. Just going to go ahead and swing it this way. Now be very careful, because the Teflon sheet will be extremely hot. Lay that down. Alright, and then we're going to go ahead and lift. So here is the first one. Look at how awesome. That one's so cool. There's that one. And then this one. Is a very simplistic design, but it is so cute. Let's see if you guys can see it a little better from there. It will leave, like you guys can kind of see the border, it will leave that for a little while, but once you wear it once or twice, or even like after a day of it sitting, it does go away. I'm just gonna go ahead and swing that back around. You definitely want to keep your heat press on top of the mat, just because it will hold the heat. The further away that you have it for a longer time, the longer it'll be for the heat to work its way back up. I hope that makes sense. So we have this mask here. We got this one over here. And these ones that were all done within about 3 minutes all together, between taping them down, putting them on, and everything else. I think the longest part about sublimation print is your machine having to heat up, your heat press having to heat up, as well as designing your images. So if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, if you guys like any of the images in this, feel free to email me at kjays25@yahoo.com or comment below. I'd be happy to share the files with you guys. And like I said, if you guys need help with anything or any other questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I hope you guys have a great night.